Hello and welcome to Mother's Tarot. I'm glad you came in and clicked the play button. And this is a 7-day layout weekly reading. I missed yesterday. I should have had this done yesterday. Yesterday felt like I was slipping gears, I was in and out of gears. Overall, it was a good day, but it was like, I kept at one point it's like, what day is this exactly? It was a little odd, but it was a good day also. Book club started a new book, um, The Golden Dawn Future, something like that. I could put it out of my reach. But anyway, it's about the fifth dimension. So that's really cool, because now there was 9 of us there. So, discussion, very interesting. A lot of different things come up. So, and this is a great time for that. So I was really pleased. So today, this is for the 7-day reading. And being so I forgot yesterday, I did get a little report on yesterday to see if it meshed with anyone. Let's see. Yesterday, the 18th, yeah, of February. Okay, he's right. Let's see. It was a day for clarity and clean edges. In some respects, sure. Let's see. This day rewards grounded action. So that was yesterday. So it was like clear the path. So we may have felt nudged to clean up loose ends, organize our space, or make a simple decision you've been postponing. So, and it says choose one thing to simplify today. Small clarity creates big momentum. So that would have pertained to yesterday. So hopefully you were in sync with that. And I kind of sort of was. I've been having a new tarot deck rolling around in my psyche, and so I explored that a bit, and so I don't know. I also put the brakes on it as I work with AI in imaging, and it's not all it's cracked up to be. So anyway, I'm working on it. Now I'm thinking maybe a different approach, image wise. So, okay, so I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to use the City Labyrith Tarot. All right. And I hope you're all doing good. Are you breathing? Man, you ought to be. I mean, being present and intentionally breathing. As you know, I recommend the 4-box breath. Inhale 4, pause 4, exhale 4, pause 4, and repeat. Okay, that helps the frontal lobe of the mind. The military uses that in its training because it rewires that frontal lobe for better clarity and decision making. All right. So, and I do that one. And I also do for relaxing, okay, to take the stress and just wash it away, I use 4, 6, 8. Okay, 4 in, pause for 6, exhale for 8. Repeat. All right. And when you do this also, make sure when you inhale, your belly is pushing out. So you're bringing it down as far as you can. Pause and then pull it in on the exhale to empty it out. So it works miracles. It really does. In your psyche, emotional well-being. Yeah. There's very little that works quicker and better than breath work. Meditation, you're always chasing the ego, the id that's coming in, going, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" Type thing. And you got to acknowledge that thought and then kick it out to the corners of the recesses of the mind, tell it to stay there, start again. And it's like a cycle, for a while. It was with me. And but I find the breath work, just the counting of the breath, that intention and focus is enough for the realm to help you out immensely with calmness and clarity. Guidance comes easier. So you might want to try it if you haven't already. I am working on putting some, I call them breath work bracelets. One for Sophia especially, and all that means is the pendant, because on my bracelets, well, this is a good example. Annette, you beautiful girl, she sent it to me. So with this one, you see this is the pendant right here, okay? So to do the breath work, you begin with one of the beads, do it, and then move on, do it again and again, and you go the full round. And then when you get the pendant, you've done your quota, You don't got to be there for hours upon hours, And well, I know when I do the 108 rotation with mala beads, that's 20 minutes. So this, what, 5, maybe 10 minutes? No, not 10 even, not even close. About 5 minutes. About 5 minutes. So keep that in mind. It's well worth it. Okay. All right. Let me get these shuffled and I'll lay them out. I do have, oh yeah, and I have a live today at 1 o'clock. It's 10 a.m. here, so 1 p.m. And I'm in the Pacific time zone, and I'm going to get this done this morning. And let's see, and then Sunday is our monthly subscriber and friends circle. I like it, the ramblings and readings, but it's our community, our subscriber community. And we get together on Sunday, the fourth Sunday of the month at 3 p.m. Pacific, 4 Mountain, 5 Central, 6 Eastern. All right. And it's over Zoom, not recorded. This is totally private, secure, safe. And we go and just, we'll introduce ourselves. And I've got a little thing that we're going to do to entertain ourselves. And if you have cards, bring them. If not, it don't matter. Bring yourself, because bring a question. If you don't read cards, bring a question. And so those of us that do read can read for you. There was about 9 of us last month. So it's, it ain't huge. It's pretty intimate still. Lots of great people. And we had a great time. So I hope you'll come. You need to email me if you haven't got the Zoom ID number and the passcode you need. If you haven't done that yet, email me at motherstarot@gmail.com. That's mother with an S, tarot, TAROT, @gmail.com. All right. And just let me know that you want to come Sunday, and I will send you the ID and passcode to join us. And then you just go to the Zoom page, and they have a free account. So you might need to sign up for the free account there, but it don't cost you nothing. And then look for the button that says join meeting. Click on that, put in the ID number and the passcode. Okay. this Sunday, I'm going to, I've got a couple of oracle cards that I created, and I'm going to show them, and I'm going to ask, what are you picking up on the meaning? And if you don't read cards, you just guess, look at it and just use your imagination and guess, or if you like the word intuit it, use your intuitive abilities and just guess, or use your intuitive abilities. And so anyway, for the meaning of the oracle card, and on the last 10 minutes, we spin the wheel. You can put your name in, spin the wheel, and like I said, if you don't do cards, I offer a reading by me. You can choose that if you win the spin. And it's 15 card trajectory trajectory layout. And it's very good. It's my favorite to do for people, and I've gotten really good feedback on it. So if you don't have cards or mess with cards at all, you can do that. Otherwise, I have, let's see, there's 6 or 7 decks, both tarot and oracle. You can choose one, if your name is selected to the win, and you'll see the wheel. I'll push the button and it'll spin and it'll land on a name. For right now, this is small enough it works. So I hope you'll be there. I hope to hear from you, and I hope you come. All right. And for anyone that is in my homeschool tarot society group, it's not my group, it's our group. I have it posted there at GroupMe in the announcements. So that's where the ID and the passcode is. But I don't send it out by email. All right. Unless you email me and ask me directly for it, then I will. Or if I have your phone number, I'll send it to you by text. So we'd love to have you there. All right, one more here, finish this up. All right, here we go. Okay, what do we have for today? Today is the 19th. Yeah. We have the Emperor. Okay. So the Emperor for today, tomorrow, Strength card. Oh, 2 major arcana in a row. And then we've got we've got the 7 of Cups. I'm just gonna 8 of Wands follows that. 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 of Swords. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. King of Wands. Oh, 10 of Swords, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the overall week, Wheel of Fortune. All right. Ooh, unseen is familiar. All right. So let me get my little information out here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to write down here what I've got. I'm keeping track of, wait a minute. Loretta. Yeah, this is today's. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we've got on the 19th, and you might want to write this on your calendar, not the card, but what goes along with it. We've got the Emperor. The Emperor for the 19th. And here it says the emotional tone shifts. People may feel more sensitive, intuitive, or open-hearted. It's a good day for conversations that require gentleness or understanding. Maybe because the Emperor is, what's he doing today? I haven't even checked yet. I did see that Prince Charles's brother was arrested. So that was something. So, and so it says this is a day for grace. Lead with kindness. The emotional field softens. People are more sensitive, intuitive, and receptive today. This is a day where gentleness goes a long way. People are more sensitive, intuitive, and receptive. I just read that. Offer compassion to yourself and others. Let your intuition guide the pace of the day. Okay. All right. So this emperor could represent the royal that got arrested today. I mean, that did happen. And we don't know what we're going to have to look at because we're just starting. So we'll keep an eye on that. Next, the strength card for tomorrow. All right. I guess I should tell you the City Labyrith Tarot. That's what I'm using. This is the Emperor, for yesterday. Today, the Strength card. So we're talking everyday people here. Kind of this deck was based out of, they used the city of New York as a kind of a backdrop inspiration for the deck. I rather like it. Okay, I've never been to New York. Okay. Oh, and afterwards I've got the Hummingbird Wisdom Oracle that we'll do before I sign off. Okay. So let me write here the Strength card. And then, so that's 20th. The Strength card. So, and the advice for this day, and I use AI to give me information on what would be beneficial on these days according to the planetary positions. So, and this is specifically for the collective. That's why I'm getting it at. You can, see what everybody else is saying about it, but this is what I've got. Okay, so the strength, what the advice is for tomorrow, the 20th, it's a day of important conversations and decisions. This is the most serious feeling day of the week. People may feel called to set boundaries, clarify expectations, or speak truthfully. It's not harsh, just honest. So communicate clearly. Don't rush decisions. Say what you mean kindly. This is a day where words matter. All right. Speak the truth with grace. That's what we're being guided to do. All right. And now for, oh, wait a minute. I got a little bit more. Yeah. On the 20th, also says this is a day of honest communication and clear boundaries. Conversations may feel more serious, but also more productive. Say what needs to be said, but say it with care. Your words carry weight, and they really do every day. And so some of us understand, that word spelling in school that we learned spelling. Well, spell. Words are spells. All right. When we speak, we cast spells. Yeah, wrap your head around that and ponder it. Muse it for a while. True, true, true. Your words carry weight, especially tomorrow. You know, they do every day, but tomorrow there's a stronger strength to them, as in the strength card come out. All right. They carry more weight tomorrow. All right. Okay, so the next card we've got for the day on February 21st is the Seven of Cups. So let's see what the guidance is according with this. And this is the picture, Seven of Cups, sitting on the sidewalk, musing over the paper. I hope that's coming in clear. To me, it's fuzzing up. I'll work on it. I am sorry. Okay, Seven of Cups for the 21st of February. Do I need it? I could use a calendar in front of me. Okay, so today is, let me write this down. I'm 71. I just got to be helpful for myself. Okay, today is Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. So we've just talked about Thursday. That's where the strength card is on Thursday. All right. So Sevens of Cups is Friday. All right. All right. So for Friday, emotional depth and inner strength. Okay. Feelings run deeper on this day, Friday. People may feel more introspective, more intuitive, or more aware of what's been unspoken. Not spoken, but unspoken. Honor your emotions. Spend time alone if needed. Trust your instincts. This is a day for inner alignment. All right. Honor your inner world. Emotions deepen and intuition sharpens. You may feel more reflective or more aware of what's been unspoken. Spend time with your inner voice. Let your feelings show you what's real. Let your feelings show you what's real. I like that. I like that. Yeah. And that's what the Seven of Cups displays. He's musing over the newspaper he's holding, is what he's reading, and sitting on the sidewalk. So he's watching, the world go by. And he's doing it quietly from within himself. So that's what I got there. Okay. So Saturday, we move to Saturday, the 22nd of February. And the card that we have, the Eight of Wands. Look at that. The Eight of Wands in this one. All right. Eight of Wands. Write it down. I'm trying to keep a record of all this and get consistent with it. I really am sorry I didn't make it yesterday. 71, I got gears slipping. All right. Insight and illumination. Yeah. Eight of Wands. Okay. The emotional depth continues, but with more clarity. People may have realizations about relationships, patterns, or personal truth. Notice what becomes clear. All right. Release what no longer fits. Let truth rise without forcing it. This is a day of revelation. This is Saturday, 22nd. Let insight rise. Clarity emerges from the deeper waters. You may see patterns, truths, or realizations that were previously hidden. Pay attention to what becomes obvious on Saturday. This is a day of illumination. Okay, I like that. I like that guide. Pay attention. See, this is clarity. People have more realizations, relation. This is coming from within. Like on this card here, I mean, she's got her eyes are covered, and that like a unicorn thing looking up, coming off of her forehead. You know, so she's listening to the internal part of herself. Okay. Yeah. Intuition, the guidance. Then, okay, this is going to be interesting. We got the Seven of Swords. And this for the 23rd. This is for Sunday, the 23rd. Let's see what this one has. Seven of Swords. Oh, she's getting her pocket picked. Okay. Her bag's open and that guy walking past her behind her. I don't know, can't see it all that well. But anyways, picking her pocket. All right, so let's see what the guidance comes through. Oh, it's right there. Okay, we have a lift in energy. The mood lightens. People may feel more optimistic, adventurous, or future focused. It's a good day for planning or learning something new. Look ahead, try something different, share ideas with others. This is a day for expansion. Lift your eyes to the horizon. Well, no, it was the previous one, didn't it? Yeah. The energy lightens and expands. This is a good day for planning, dreaming, or exploring new ideas. Guidance, think ahead. Let curiosity lead you somewhere fresh. I kind of like that. Although the card tells me Seven of Swords, also be careful that you don't get your pocket picked on Sunday, with your self in the clouds, your inner self. But do take care of yourself. And if you're present, you'll be able to avoid somebody picking your pocket, right? Right. Okay, so then Monday, the 24th, we have the King of Wands. Okay. I'll be interested to know what you picked up on this. Okay, so 24th, and we just got the King of Wands is man in a suit on the sidewalk contemplating his surroundings. Opportunity and forward movement. This is the most supportive green light day of the week. Actions taken today tend to flow easily and bring positive results. So it's a day to start something. It's a day to say yes to opportunities. And it's a day to take a step towards a goal. This is a day of momentum. Say yes to opportunity. It's the most supportive day of the week. Actions taken today tend to flow easily and bring positive results. Guidance, take a step towards something you want. Doors open when you move. I like that. I like that. Okay, so let's look at Tuesday. What we got for Tuesday? Yeah, that's the last day of it. Tuesday, we had the Ten of Swords. Okay. Ten of Swords. Let's see. What's it say? Let's see. Ten of Swords. I got to write this down. We are all learning, including me, always. Grounding and integration. The week ends with a stabilizing energy. People may feel ready to organize, plan, or commit to something long-term. Create structure, make a plan, anchor what you've learned this week. This is a day for building foundations. Ground and integrate. This week closes with a stabilizing tone. You may feel ready to organize, commit, or build something long term. Anchor what you've learned this week. Create structure for the next chapter. But that doesn't mean, this Ten of Swords. So I think there's going to be a lot of people we're going to see like this, just feeling like at the end of the line because of all the information that's coming out, all that information that's coming out. But this here is about us moving through this energy intact. What did I call it? What was that? But at the first meeting that we did, this is about staying stabilized when the world seems to be becoming destabilized. That's what that Ten of Swords made me think of, These are the ones that are destabilized. We don't want to be destabilized. We are stabilizing ourselves here, all right? And then the week, the summary of the week, overall week, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So that's change. And it's change in a major way. Okay, I'll put that down here. Wheel of Fortune. And what the guidance there or the insight there says, the week in one sentence, it begins with clarity, deepens into truth, expands into possibility, and ends with grounded direction. So this week's theme is clarity, truth, expansion, and grounding. It begins with sorting and ends with strength. So we choose to be grounded, to be stabilized during this time of chaotic energies. All right. So that is the guidance for the week. And I'm going to pull a Hummingbird Wisdom Oracle card. To help us in moving forward. All right. Let's see what we got here. So I like this weekly read, even though the cards may not jive, but we got to remember that, it's what we're dealing with, It'd be nice if we put ourselves in a little bubble and just, but it ain't so. We got family, we got friends, we got neighbors, we got community, we got, rolling on. So we have to be conscious of that and conscious of our own selves being present and moving forward with as much grace and clarity as we can muster from one day to another. The mission here is to save humanity and evolve. We are souls having a human experience. And when we keep that in our sights, it makes everything so much easier to comprehend and deal with. Because we're never going to know it all. Never. If somebody tells you they know, no. What we got here? We have the Lotus Jewel. What's it say down here? Underneath your feathered exterior lies a radiant diamond, glimmering with truth, beauty, and wisdom. That's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna read this out of the book. They got a nice little book for this. Okay, Lotus Jewel. And I do think these are in alphabetical order. Yep. Okay. On back here. On back. Hey, hey. Uh-huh. Well, wait a minute. It should be. There it is. It's not in the right spot, but okay. I got it. Lotus Jewel. All right. Underneath your feathered exterior lies a radiant diamond glimmering with truth, beauty, and wisdom. The jewel is in the lotus. Join Royal Hummingbird with this celebratory chant of spiritual awakening. I think I'm going to use this magnifying light. The spiritual awakening. You are shifting, opening to illumination like lotus emerging from the dark mud and unfolding to the delicate kiss of the sun's rays. The sparkling gem of wisdom and emotions and thoughts and rediscover your wholeness and divinity. You are opening to new levels of compassion and unconditional love and leaving behind the old stories and traumas that no longer define you. The greatest gift that accompanies your awakened consciousness is communion with the pure divine nectar within the jewel of the lotus flower. Blissful inner peace. It is the essence of what hummingbirds represent in our physical world and why our encounters with them always feel so magical. Seeing a hummingbird is akin to coming face to face with a reflection of your own inner gemstone of love, light, and joy. It's a promise that there is always sweetness to be found, even in the darkest moments. It is a reminder that you are much more than your physical body and the material objects around you. With this card, Royal Hummingbird also is prodding you to come out of the shadows and share your spiritual gifts. It's time to come out of the spiritual closet. Royal Hummingbird sings, "You've been playing at this life, learning and expanding. Now it's time to share your wisdom. You are ready to receive them for their own growth and joy. Let the song of Om Mani Padme Hum linger in your heart as your spirit soars with the royal hummingbird on wings of pure delight and wonder." I like that. The affirmation here: I invite the lotus flower of spiritual awakening to blossom fully within me. There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that a lot. And let's see what's in the bottom. Unseen. We have smooth flight. No need to struggle against the wind when you can catch the current and sail easily upon the breeze. I like that. That was this is the unseen message, bottom of the deck. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna close it here. If you're still with me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please do thumbs up, like, subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you make it to the live today. And about 2.5 hours from now, I'll get this posted. And then remember, Sunday is the community meeting, community sport. It's, we all need a community, a place to belong, and it doesn't cost you anything. And if you win the prize or the selection of your choice, I am going to mail that to you. You're going to give me the shipping information, and it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything. I have quite a few decks, and I need to lighten my load because I'm getting more mobile, and I don't need them all. And there's a lot of them I don't use very often, you know, and some I don't use at all. So come and see if you want. You know, maybe you want an oracle deck. You don't even have to read tarot cards, you know. Oracle decks are like affirmations, you know. You can pull a card every morning if you want, or every once in a while, whatever. Or you can choose to put your name in and hope, and maybe you'll get picked and you can say, hey, I want a reading from you, Loretta. Great. You know, great. We'll do it over Zoom. And if you don't want to be, you know, right there when I do it, you know, I can do the cold reading and with your question and just email it to you. So, you know, if you've got a question about it, otherwise. So, anyway, do come. Do come. All right. Now, you remember, love yourself, love the others, and be the light because you are the light. All right. Have a real good day. Don't forget to breathe. Please, please, please do some breathing. It really does help. All right. See you in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you. Thank you, every one of you. Thank you.